are going to talk about the consumer society because we believe that it is a really interesting, important, and actual topic. Nowadays, we live in a really consumer society, but what the consumer is? Well, it is the result of buying unnecessary things which are everyday advertising on TV, on magazines, and so on. In general, in all our everyday life. In fact, the consumerism is necessary to satisfy the human need. But when the people spend more than 7,000 euros per person every day, it becomes consumerism.
In developed countries, more than 860 million of people are considered consumers. However, only 17% of the population who lives in undeveloped countries spends their money unnecessarily. While 1,700 million of consumers waste more than 20 euros every day, there are 2,800 of people who live with only 2 euros per day, the minimum to satisfy the human needs, and 1,200 of people who spend only 1 euro every day.
Well, here in these pictures you can see the difference between the developed and the undeveloped world. Here the most of the people can waste more than 20 euros, but here people have only 1 or 2 euros every family. So we can see that the consumerism and the poverty coexist in the same world, where everyday more richness is higher than poverty. If the habits of the consumer people expand around the world, we wouldn't be able to follow it because of the higher consumption of water, wood, and other resources we usually use. The world's population grows every day, but every time less. And maybe it will stabilize in 9,000 million of people approximately, but the consume are still encouraging, and the human needs, well, our needs, are infinite.
For all the reason, it is important to remember that consuming isn't the happiness. The consumer works too much hours to pay all his needs, and he spends his free time in front of the TV or driving. Nowadays, we should start to control the consumerism before it starts to control ourselves, because we live in a society that every time wants more and more.
Here, you can see that in USA, people spend 72 minutes driving every day and 4 hours in front of the TV.
Good examples to show this consumer society where we live are the Christmas days.
The most of the people forgot the true minimum on Christmas, and then, well, we only think with the food, the presents, and so on. Moreover, on Christmas, the companies bring out their best products to try to persuade the consumer with the advantages and the good qualities of their products. Sometimes it's inevitable to buy more than the necessary, and people waste their money with unnecessary food and presents for all the people in the family, the friends, and the colleagues.
Apart from that, on Christmas the companies raise the product prices. So, however we live in the consumer society, we should realize that while we always want more and more things, there are a million of families who live with only 1 euro per day, and the most of the days they cannot eat nothing. And we also must realize that we are so lucky.
Because here you can see that on Christmas the people waste all their free time buying the presents, and they waste a lot of money. Well, and that's all.
Okay, thank you. Good. Clap your hands, clap your hands. Did you do well? Okay, thank you very much.
Have you got any questions?
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
Are you agree about the consumers?
Do you agree? Do you agree?
Do you agree?
No, because I believe that every time the people waste more and more money, and every time we want more and more things. While in this world there are a lot of people who are dying every day because they only have 1 or 2 euros per family. So it's an important problem.
I have a question.
Good, okay.
How many people are considered a consumer?
More than 860 million people.
In developed countries, only 17% of the people waste their money unnecessarily, because the other people don't have money to waste.
To waste.
One question. Is money important for you?
Well,
Yes.
yes, I am in this society.
Yeah, I know.
I waste too much money, but
He's a radical.
like other people, I believe here, because other people buy unnecessary things.
No, però mira,
Yeah, we all buy
And
them.
which
una mica
one?
sembla moreno.
Yes, but not so much. Like,
But all the people who live in developed countries,
Yeah.
well, the most of the people have a lot of money, so they cannot spend it with unnecessary things. So all of us are in this society.